All right, before we go and talk about the Twilight series, twilightms.com, and live music at the Renaissance, October 22nd and November 5th, which is awesome, with Richard Greenlee. This is Lane Kiffin calling out the Ole Miss fan base for not showing up after they've won 14 of the last 17 games. Yeah, Lane Train's 14-3 in the last 17.
You know, when you come back out and you run out the tunnel and it looks like, you know, a high school game playing in a college stadium, you can't let that affect you. I mean, you know, there's psychology to that, obviously. There's a home field advantage for a reason. And, you know, when it goes the other way, you kind of have that feeling, you know, that, man, are we still really playing in a game here? You know, the players have to fight that. So, again, we use that as a learning lesson for our guys. So, if that's the case, that's the case. But, I mean, I'm worried about what I can control. I've tried social media in here for 2 years. So, you know, we'll worry about what we can control, and that's getting our players ready to play.
Well, he's done that because they're 14-3 in their last 17 games. So here's my question for the audience before we go to Richard Greenlee. Both stadiums hold 63, maybe 64,000 when you're winning big. Here's my question. Ole Miss, Kentucky, how many people will be there? Mississippi State A&M, how many people will be there? I think over 60,000 both games, even with Ole Miss being an early game. I mean, now everybody may be filing in at 10:59, but who gives a damn? I think both stadiums will be loud, and they'll get after it, and they're going to come through. G5 games, people aren't going to go to Central Arkansas and Bowling Green. It's just not going to happen. So we welcome in Richard Greenlee, who has put together some unbelievable concerts at the Renaissance the last couple of years. He has, check this out, Government Mule and Blues Traveler coming October 22nd in the Renaissance. And it's a premium deal. It's really cool. It's what you see around the country. Richard's taken that model, dropped it here in the Renaissance. I hear people all the time. I want cool things in the Jackson Metro. I do too. And we've come a long way. But if you want cool things and people bring it, we want you to show up. Both teams, State and Ole Miss, out of town, October 22nd. And Richard will have TVs everywhere for you to watch, too. So, Richard Greenlee, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Man, great, Bo. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Congratulations landing Government Mule and Blues Traveler.
That's been, too. I've been wanting both those for a while. So they came together. One package is awesome.
Yeah.
Can't beat two better bands.
That's a lot of talent.
Two co-headlining bands, yep.
That is a lot of talent. Mm-hmm. One concert in one spot. So I know you're fired up that you landed them.
Absolutely.
And I know it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't. And just to mention Bonneville, people might have heard, they're going to be a bad band, a really good band that opens. They're funk, soul, same genre. It's going to be a good 3 bands, actually.
Okay. And twilightms.com.
Correct. twilightms.com. We'll talk about this later. We'll have 2 shows on sale. Just announced another one yesterday. Got 2 back-to-back, 2 weeks apart, October 22nd and November 5th. twilightms.com. Go to that website. You can really see what we've done. It's a different venue. People always say, oh, it's a concert. Well, if you hadn't been, you don't understand how cool and the coolness factor and intimate it is. And you're in pods or VIP tables. There's a GA section towards the back too, but it's really a totally different experience than you can find anywhere in this market.
Now, I love what you're doing. Richard Greenlee on the Out of Bounds show. It's twilightms.com. October 22nd, you'll have Government Mule and Blues Traveler at the Renaissance.
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, the weather's already turning. You know, that's 3 weeks from now, which is awesome. And he'll have the games. Mississippi State and Ole Miss will be on the road. So it's perfect timing for Richard and his team. twilightms.com. Government Mule and Blues Traveler, same day.
Yes.
Now, Richard Greenlee, tell me about what's going on 2 weeks later on November 5th.
Well, we just announced this yesterday, and tickets go on sale this Friday. Same website, twilightms.com. Elle King, she's kind of a gothic Carrie Underwood. She is the daughter of the comedian Rob Schneider.
That's cool.
She is a character. She's going to put on a show. She's a I call her a rough country girl, but she's going to put on a show. Got some great hits, X's and O's. I'm drunk and I don't want to go home. She's collaborated with.
That's Blake.
Yeah, she's collaborated. Yeah, well, that song's actually with Miranda Lambert. She's done some.
Miranda Lambert's awesome.
They sing that song. She's collaborated with Dierks Bentley. Matter of fact, she and Dierks just hosted the CMA Fest Awards a few weeks ago on TV.
That's cool.
She's an up and comer. She just got off the road. Direct support for Chris Stapleton. She's been on his tour, so she has some big hits. She's putting on her solo tour, and
so she's on the rocket ship.
She's back on rocket ship. She hit big 15, 16, and then she's still been going, but she's taking off now.
And that'll be November 5th.
Yes, and we have Cameron Marlowe opening up for her, and a yet to be determined opening act. So we're working on something else for that too.
All right, so that's November 5th.
November 5th. Same setup, same layout.
Rob Snyder's daughter.
Yes, Elle King. Awesome.
That is so cool.
Yeah. She is a character. And she puts on a show.
That's another good land for you. Okay, so October 22nd, Government Mule and Blues Traveler.
Mm-hmm.
And people can buy table. There's all sorts of options here at the Renaissance in the green space.
There is. We have from the exclusive, the Kate Experience, our partnership with Kate, Derek, and Jennifer, and those awesome partners out there. We sell the table inside the venue, right out in front of their parking lot, but it's fully serviced by Kate. I mean, you buy the table, you're front row of the venue, and you've got fully serviced by Kate, just like you're in the restaurant. Full menu, bar, waiters, fine china, white tablecloth, everything. Premium experience. Up front, we have the 60 VIP tables. They're in the first 5 rows. They're VIP tables. You also get, drink service at your table, and you'll have some different good food service at your table too. Nukes and a few others we're working on. Big, huge VIP lounge, 30 by 50 with glamping and camping and places to sit and big bar, private. Everything out there is trailer restrooms, premium. Even and behind that, we have pods. We take the grass and we divide it in 10 by 10 squares, an 8-person, 6-person, or 4-person configuration, and that's your pod for the show.
Okay.
Bring your own chairs, tables, blankets, just like you're in a beautifully manicured grass field, but that's your section with 6-foot rows between each, horizontally between the rows.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
This model's kind of happening and rocking all over the country.
It is, and they started doing it in very high-end places before COVID. Our first show was November 7th of 2020 in the heat of COVID. Yeah. So we were forced to do this model, not the parking lot show for the card, but people loved it. It's where I wanted to be the whole time.
Right.
Emulating Live at the Garden, which they do in Memphis Botanical Gardens for the last 20 years. But people love it. There's a general admission. If you just want to kick back in the grass, it's not too far back. It's right behind the second tier pods. Still great views of the show. Got big video boards on either side. Got GAs too. So you can go from $250 down to $35.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere you want.
So just depending on where you want to land price point wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. TwilightMS.com.
TwilightMS.com.
And October 22nd will be Government Mule and Blues Traveler.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we had one of the guitarists on.
The bassist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bassist.
And he's, I think the guitarist's brother. He's
That's right. It is.
Yeah.
He was great. He played lacrosse, Blake, at Princeton.
Or Brown or
Brown, Princeton.
No,
Brown. It was Brown.
Yeah.
Because I went to school with Knox McMullen, and Knox went to Brown out of our class, and I thought that's insane. Mm-hmm. All right, and then November 5th, you'll have Elle King, Rob Snyder's daughter.
Yep.
And then Cameron Marlowe.
Correct. And it's a country show, but it's country rock.
Right.
I mean, it's you'll go up there like, wow. You got to come see Elle King. Got to come see both. I mean, Government Mule and Blues Traveler, you can't beat those two bands.
That's a grand slam.
But we have tables left for both. The Elle King doesn't go on sale till this Friday.
Okay.
We have a few VIP tables left, a couple for the October 22nd show, and good pods left as well.
All right, so we want people to go to twilightms.com for Government Mule and Blues Traveler October 22nd.
And like Bo, like you alluded to, we will have TVs out there. We don't know when the games are going to be, who's playing where, but we know that we will have TVs and a tent out there for the games.
So
whatever's
people
on.
will be covered for SEC football. TwilightMS.com. Richard Greenlee in the house. Back in a second.